Guys, I'm just rendering out a final version of the opening sequence, one of the clips from the opening sequence, the space station, as you can see here. And one of the fun things to watch is if you go down in, this is a compositing program called Fusion. It's been around for a long time. It's what they call node-based compositing, which is what gives it this kind of tree shape. And the important thing to know is that the final result goes into the very bottom of the tree, the root. And all of these different red nodes and purple nodes that I've color-coded, and the blue ones there too, all feed in to make the final image of the space station that you see. Now, arguing over how differentiated I've made this is a matter of, it depends on the job you're doing. There's a bit of a subjective element as well, and an objective element as far as like efficiency, simplicity. But for the purposes of this particular project, this is the one I've decided to go with. The reason why I say decided to go with it is that the nice thing is once you've decided this particular pattern or tree for your project, is that if you have other clips in the same sequence that you need to match based on the same animation, you can just go in and replace the previous sequence with the next sequence, and it'll automatically just, everything will filter down using the previous settings into a final image. And that might sound like a bit of a pain in the butt because you got to go in, and if in my case I'm using the free version of Fusion, I have to say kudos to the company Blackmagic because they're very generous in offering a free version. Which means that you skip on a few features such as automation. And in this case, I can't automate replacing these individual clips, but the trade-off is that I get a professional level node-based rendering package that gives me the ability to composite my animation in a very nuanced and sophisticated manner. And again, if you're looking down here in the lower or second mid-right corner, I guess you say, of the screen, it's a bit fascinating to watch as each node is processed. You get this kind of like strobing green Christmas tree light-up effect as each individual node is parsed and processed and boiled down into the final output node. And as you can see up in the top right corner, as it cycles through each frame, you get what is hopefully, if not 100% photorealistic, at least a very beautiful and believable space station to sit on top of the spindle.